Before we get started, I want to offer a gentle trigger warning because in this video, we'll be talking about child loss, but I promise you the story ends with hope. If you clicked on this video, I already know something about you. I know you're hurting. I know you're searching. I know you're trying to understand your body and your grief and your past and your future all at the same time. And if you've ever whispered to yourself, why did this happen to me? Or is my body even capable? I want you to hear me clearly. Your body didn't fail you. Your story isn't over, and neither is your motherhood. Today, I want to share my story. Not because it's easy, but because it might be the thing that helps you finally feel understood. And if I get a little emotional, I know I'm amongst my peers, and it's okay. I wanted to take today to reflect on my journey and give you a little background on why I'm so passionate about helping women overcome recurrent pregnancy loss. And I think it's important for you to know the moment that triggered the ripple effect of everything you see me doing today. So my first pregnancy loss was at the age of 20. There was a time in my life when my body wasn't as healthy as it could have been, but I had no idea. I was 20 years old when I got pregnant with my first child. I was excited, I was nervous, I was hopeful, I was all of it. And like many women, I had my first fetal scan scheduled between 6 and 8 weeks. And I was so ready to hear that heartbeat. But instead of hearing that joy, I heard nothing. My baby was measuring at 6 weeks, but I should have been 9 weeks pregnant at that point. And I was begging for that to be a miscalculation. I prayed, like, please let this just be a mistake. Like, did I miscalculate my period? But then the sonogram lady told me that there was no heartbeat. So I was laying there trying to wrap my 20-year-old mind around what that meant. And then the realization for me hit that I had carried a deceased baby for 3 weeks, thinking that everything was okay. And at 20 years old, I learned that what I was going through was called a miscarriage. And that was a rough experience. So the doctor told me I needed to have a D&C done, which is the procedure that removes the fetus from the body because your body didn't expel it on its own. And I scheduled it for the next week, still holding on to whatever morsel of hope I could that the scan was wrong and that we would hear a heartbeat and all of that. But the situation didn't change, and I asked if they could test the fetal tissue that they took from my body because I needed to know, like I wanted answers. And weeks later, the results came back, and I got the phone call only for the doctor to tell me that everything was inconclusive. No, I got no explanation. I got no closure, just more emptiness. And even through that devastation, I wanted to try again, and I wanted to try again quickly. So my then husband and I started trying again immediately. And about 2 months later, we got pregnant again. And I just thought back to, the doctors telling me, after a D&C, your uterus is like new and it's easier to hold a baby. So when I took the pregnancy test and it was positive, I was so excited, but cautious at the same time. And at 5 weeks, I felt like everything was fine. At 6 weeks, I started getting nauseous, so I was happy for the morning sickness because I was having symptoms, which I didn't experience the first time. And then around 6.5 weeks, I started spotting. And then that spotting became cramping. And then the cramps turned to bleeding, and the bleeding turned to clots. And that's when I knew I was having a miscarriage. So I had 2 losses within months of each other. And One was taken from me, I felt, and the other left on its own. So I collected what tissue that I could, like thinking like, okay, maybe this time they can tell me what's wrong. They can test it. So I waited, I prayed, I hoped, and got the call back in a couple weeks, and the results were inconclusive again. And that was kind of like my breaking point. I'm like, I was angry at the doctors. I was angry at my body. I was angry at God. Why would he allow this to happen to me? Not once, but twice, and back to back like this. And I wanted answers. Like I'm questioning myself. Like, why am I not worthy of a baby? Why is my body betraying me like this? What is wrong with me? I didn't understand any of it. And at 20, I felt like this shouldn't be something I was going through anyway. I'm so young. Like nothing made sense. But I knew one thing. No one was coming to save me. And I was going to have to save myself. So that's when I feel like I had like a turning point, because at 20 years old, I made a decision that I felt changed everything for me. That I was going to take my own health into my own hands, because mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, I knew that I could. Even though I didn't understand why I lost my babies, I knew I needed to become the healthiest version of myself for the children I still believed I was meant to have. And day by day, year by year, I rebuilt myself. Even after the point of becoming pregnant, I've stayed on this journey, but I've studied, I've researched, I've found practitioners, I've changed my lifestyle, I've rebuilt the trust in my body, I've learned how my hormones work, I've learned how healing works, and I was able to find all these answers on my own, when Western medicine did not have the answers. I didn't know why it was happening then, but I completely understand why it happened now. And this is how I know that my purpose was being revealed to me before I knew what it was. And I had to go through what I went through so I could help you get through what you're going through. So I had to walk through that darkness so you don't have to walk alone. And I had to learn the tools and the remedies and the steps so you wouldn't have to spend years searching or researching, because I've done it. And this is why Finally in My Arms exists. Not to be just another voice online, but to be the guide, to be your companion, to be a sister on the same path as you. And there's another reason, because I need this to be a legacy for my children as well, because now I have 5 and 2 of them are girls. And if I'm not here when they're grown and they ever go through what I went through, these videos, this channel, this guidance will still be here to help them navigate their journey. So if you're walking this path and you want step-by-step support to help you heal emotionally, physically, and spiritually so you can prepare your body to conceive again, I wrote Finally in My Arms for you. It's gentle, compassionate, and practical, and it walks you through the exact steps I took multiple times to get healthy, stay healthy, conceive again, and to carry my children to term. And if you want a roadmap on this journey, the link is in the description. No pressure, just support and a hand to hold. So now that you know a little bit about my story, here is what I want every woman to know before the year ends. You didn't deserve what happened. You didn't cause it. Your body did not fail you, and you are still capable of carrying life. Your dream is still very much alive, and your story is still unfolding. Your motherhood is still on its way. And as always, chin up, mama, straighten your crown, and let's walk in power together. You are more capable than you know. And I'll see you in the next video.